Okay, beautiful. I have a beautiful video for you because you're beautiful. Listen, today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the habit of remembering from the book Reality Transurfing course. Have you noticed? I've actually been making videos nowadays explaining to you reality transurfing from a Muslim point of view because this is one of the books that completely changed my life. Because after reading it, like the things that I was able to do after reading it, trust me that when you do it, like when you go through the teachings, you will feel like you have almost like the manual to life, and you'll be able to do anything that you want through that in this dunya. For the akhirah, you can go back to the Quran, but for the dunya, I mean, you'll notice like some of the stuff is so easy, but for some reason, us Muslims, we made it seem so hard. And that's why I feel like I need to come here and just explain all the things that I learned from a Muslim POV. Today's lesson, it's actually lesson 41, but don't worry, we're not going in any chronological order. We're just going in the order that I care about. Let's go. So, in order to find a way out of difficult situation, you will first recall that it originated as a consequence of amplified importance. Now, for those of you that missed all the past videos, even though it's just a couple of videos, the concept of amplified importance is the fact that when you go through an event in your life, right? If an event in your life changed you emotionally, whether it made you super happy or super sad, understand that that happened because you've added a bit too much importance on that event. Let's just say you won the lottery. Let's just say, I don't care about halal or haram. Let's just say you won the lottery. Usually, a human being, when they win the lottery, they're just going to be like, oh my God, wow. They're going to be like, dang, that's crazy. I won the lottery. And they're going to be so happy. Happy emotions, which is fine. You might say, oh, it's just happy emotions. But it happened because you believe that winning the lottery, only 0.0001% of the humans or the people on earth might win the lottery. And that's why you felt an amplified emotion. But let's just say right now, something happened in your life where you saw a car accident and people just died in front of you. You're going to feel so sad, fear, all of that stuff, only because you've added too much importance on the event that when an accident happens or when someone dies, you feel sad or you feel fear. Now, that's the thing. Listen, both scenarios are normal. If you feel this way or if you feel this way, it's normal. But what I'm telling you right now, you can not feel those emotions that way too high, way too low when you just reduce the importance of the event. Now, is it bad to reduce the importance of the event? No. Thing is, what's so beautiful, what's so funny actually in life, the paradox, when you reduce the importance of an event, other events will come to you a lot easier. Am I telling you to be an emotionless human being? No, man. Don't be an emotionless human being. It's just that you don't need to, anytime something crazy happens, all of a sudden, immediately, you're just like, wow, or no, that's crazy. No need. Because understand that when you stop acting like that, then you'll be getting the things that you want easier. A lot easier. How does this relate to Islam? You know, in Islam, there are, I don't know if it's hadith, to be honest. I completely forgot. But there are sayings that say that when you place all of your attention on the akhirah, the dunya will come crawling to you like it's nothing. If you want a bunch of money, if you just focus all of your attention on the akhirah and you living like a king, like how Allah promised you to live like in the Jannah, you being super rich in this life is easy because you were already thinking of like trillions of dollars, big mansions, rivers flowing through you, like everything just coming to you. So when you're thinking like that, you're already thinking way bigger than just a measly $1 billion in your life. Do you see what I mean? And then as a result, now that you've reduced the importance of $1 billion, it's going to start coming to you a lot easier. Now, obviously, some people are going to be like, well, how come you're not a billionaire? Well, the whole process is easier said than done, by the way. And that's why most people are not millionaires. Most people are not billionaires. Most people are just poor. But have you noticed that before you even become a millionaire, every millionaire, before they become a millionaire, their perception of the money is like, it becomes low. Like to them, $10,000 becomes nothing. But that happens before they become millionaires on paper. To them, $100,000 is nothing. But that happens before they become millionaires on paper. And that's the thing. Think of it like when you were young and you had a crush on a girl. You were never able to talk to that girl as a boy because you've looked at that girl and you've placed her on such high importance, on such a high pedestal. So because you've placed that being on a very high pedestal, you'll never be able to go and talk to them because they're way ahead of your league. They're way beyond your league. And so in life, you never get things that are beyond your league. You only get things within your league. And that was the proof in the Quran. Allah says, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Do you know what that means? I've explained that ayah so many times because people think that that ayah talks about how no, Allah only is going to be giving you problems you can handle. It's not just problems, man. Allah is not just talking about problems. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah does not overburden a soul more than it can bear, which means that Allah won't give you $1,000,000 in your bank if you can't bear 100K in your bank. Allah will not give you like crazy cars, houses, if you can't bear those things. And the opposite is true. Allah won't give you huge problems if you can't bear them. Allah will only be giving you for what you can bear. So how can you bear big things? Reduce the importance. Just reduce the importance, that's all. Think of it like, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it isn't even that big of a deal. If someone dies, like it's a life-changing event. But when you understand the reality of the world and you understand that you're the soul and not the body, and you understand that you're just here for a test, like a traveler, almost like you're going to a living room and you're just throwing your backpack there and you're just sitting like reclined and all that stuff, and then you go and you finish. That's truly what you are here in the dunya. You're just coming here as a test, though, as a test. When you truly think like that, you'll realize that even events like death, they're not as big of a deal. And I know that that's not even something heartless to say because you understand that you're here temporarily. But the big thing is the akhirah. Like understand that this is the timeline of your life. This right here is the dunya. So your life is like you still have so much within your life. But that's only when you understand that you are the soul. The body will die. The soul will never die. The soul will never die. And so understand that this little time that you have right here, you need to be using it up as much as possible to do good so that even the other life you'll be able to do better. And so that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, don't be saying, oh no, that's heartless. That's heartless. Even when the death happens, you can be sad, bro. You can cry. It's fine. But just understand that, you know what? This is still like I'm the soul, not the body. And then when you understand it this way, when you understand it truly this way, those events, they won't be affecting you as much. To the point, by the way, even your fear of death will be going away, which is something insane. 99% of humans, they fear death. But when you understand it this way, like even the fear of death almost like it goes away. And then once it goes away, like imagine how much more risk you can take, whether it's starting a business, doing anything that you're scared of. And just imagine how much more meaningful all of your life becomes. Beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. Now let's just continue with the text. I just realized I was talking for so long. A non-lucid dream in which the events of the dream occur, irrespective of your will, only has total control over you because you're unaware of the fact that you are dreaming. It is exactly the same in waking life. Until you become aware of the fact that you have allowed your mind to become totally immersed in a problem, circumstances will continue to control you. Stop. Shake off the delusion and remember that reality is a lucid dream, one you can control. Once you have woken up, practice transurfing in your waking dream. What is transurfing? I'll tell you what it is, but let's just see the interpretation of this principle of the habit of remembering. When you are floundering in inflated inner or outer importance, the most difficult thing is to return to awareness in the right moment. And that's what I've been telling you guys to do. That's what I've been telling you to try to achieve. For this purpose, You need the keeper, the inner observer, who keeps a constant eye on your level of awareness. Of course, it's hard to keep yourself in hand when you're feeling like you're going ballistic. Pendulums are like vampires. They use a kind of anesthesia, your habit of falling asleep when you react negatively to an irritant. Even now, after having read these lines, it may only be a matter of minutes before you get distracted once again and take any unwanted and take an unwanted phone call in an irritable tone of voice. This happens all the time, man. You'll finish watching this video right now, and then your sister or brother will be talking to you, and then you'll get back into this irritated mood because you're doing that because you've fallen into this inner and outer importance once again because you're still living from the past. Understand that what I'm showing you right here is you living from the moment, from the present moment. And then when you live from the present moment, things are just easy, man. Because when you look at it, almost like you're looking at it, I don't want to say as a robot, but as someone who has just been spawned on Earth. Because understand that even the life itself, the dunya life itself, it's constantly being refreshed. Like, when you're on your laptop and you're constantly refreshing, because you want, like, when I was young, I used to always constantly be refreshing. Life is literally the same thing. Right now, when you're looking at it, understand that there's always like a refresh button, refresh, refresh, refresh. That's how it is. But you don't notice it because you're constantly putting all of your attention on things in your mind, past, future, things that irritated you. Too much importance, too much inflated importance on things. And I do that too, by the way, just so you know. Someone's chewing loud. I'm like, oh my God, that's so annoying. So annoying. But the only reason why I'm getting irritated and annoyed is because I have like something in my mind, something in the past where I just got irritated by someone chewing loud. And as a result, anytime it happens again, I'm just like, oh, no, I'm repeating the same experience in my mind again. But it's so unconscious because it's been done for like so long ago to the point that it's hard to notice because it's so unconscious. Try to wake up several times during the day. Look around you with a clear head and understand that it is all a dream and that you have been sleeping, not consciously aware of what you were doing. The habit of remembering is developed through consistent practice. Until being consciously aware becomes a habit, pendulums will do everything they can to get you. Don't be dismayed. Overall, this will manifest itself as minor problems. Don't give in. Learn to remember, and you will be victorious. You'll see. You'll see when you do this. And that's why I've been saying, I talk about this a lot. Try every single day, 1,000 times a day, 10,000 times a day, constantly re wake up, always get into this mood that you just got spawned on Earth. Every moment, you've spawned on Earth. The more you keep doing that, the more even your soul becomes activated. Because the only reason why your soul has been sleeping nowadays is because your mind has taken over. The machine has taken over. Understand that. Your body is the machine, it's the corpse. Like, even when someone dies, by the way, you never call them by their name. You just call them, where's the corpse? Where's the body? Because that's not even you. You know that innately, that you're not the body. But all along, you've been identified as the body. You've been identified as the body, as the body's problems, as the body's like bank balance, as the body's everything. But you're the soul. The soul has infinite everything. The soul has infinite health, infinite money, infinite beauty, infinite everything. Everything good, the soul has infinite everything. Why? Do you know why, bro? Do you know why? The soul came directly from Allah. Just like a pebble going back to the mountain, or a droplet going back to the ocean of water, the soul is the same thing. And this is a big secret, by the way. A secret that is not shouldn't even be a secret. Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein, which means that Allah is so close to you that you won't even notice it. You'll never notice it. But when you notice it, you'll realize everything you ever wanted is all here. And once you start living from this state, now you're living from infinity. And if you're living from infinity, not a single circumstance in this dunya life can come and irritate you. Because if the soul is from Allah, can anything irritate Allah? No. And your soul came directly from Allah. So can anything irritate the soul? No. But can anything irritate the mind? The body? Yeah. But the soul, no. and you are the soul. So if you get irritated or sad or depressed, you're going from mind-based consciousness. But if you're living from soul-based consciousness, you're flowing through the world as if you're just watching a movie. And it's such a beautiful thing to do. Because now at this point, Allah says that He can say kun fayakun. At this point, Allah also says, by the way, when He loves His servants, and we're all the servants of Allah, He becomes the eyes in which He touches things with, the eyes in which He sees things with, the ears in which He hears things with, and the legs in which He walks with. So at this point, you're gone. You're not here. It's just the light of Allah flowing through you. And tell me this, Habibi, tell me this. If the light of Allah is just flowing through you, what's impossible? What's impossible? Because if you're saying, no, it's impossible, you're disbelieving in Allah. Because now you're gone. Do you see what I mean? It's just the light of Allah flowing through you. Now you can just go do things, just touch things, and things will happen. You'll become unstoppable. And that's the thing. That's what happens when you're living in the present moment. When your attention is not on the dunya. When your attention is just here. Here. Not in the mind, not in the past, not in the future. It's just here. And that's the habit of remembering. You want to be doing this 10,000 times a day. Every moment, even right now, remember, you respond on earth. You're back here. You respond. Look at things as they are, not as you think they are. As they are. And then when you do that, you keep doing that over and over again. Now you're just going to be living from the world in a whole new consciousness. It's beautiful. So beautiful. And this is my analysis, you could say, of reality transurfing from a Muslim POV. This book changed my life, man. So that's why I want to keep making more and more videos. So inshallah, even you will experience a change of life for the better, inshallah. But if this was helpful, man, just let me know.